This is not exactly what one thinks of when the subject of model railroading comes up. Instead of the familiar and tiny HO gauge trains, these models are 1/8 the size of the real ones, and some engines weigh as much as 3,500 pounds. They run on 7.5-inch wide track at 5 to 7 miles per hour, but that's the equivalent of 50 miles an hour for the real trains. These are owned by members of the Florida Live Steamers and Railroaders Club, and they are not assembled from kits. Thousands of hours are spent using scrap metal to carefully reproduce the scale models to assure authenticity. Some diesel models actually have tiny diesel engines which operate electric motors on the axles. Other diesels are powered by lawnmower engines or rechargeable golf cart batteries. And most of the steamers burn propane gas, coal, or oil in the boiler to generate steam and power. Homestead's Bill Coster is into his hobby so much that he's laid 3,000 feet of track around his house and yard. This is the equivalent of about 5 miles of real railroad track. Like the others, he's been a devotee of the rails for years, and this is the ultimate reality in miniature. How much nostalgia comes into a hobby like this?
An awful lot of nostalgia. For example, I built a passenger car, and it was really reminiscent of when I rode on the passenger cars, trying to remember back just where the parts had to go on it.
Mm-hmm. Is it a hobby for everybody, you think?
I would say so. Everybody that has some mechanical inclination.
This hobby, which is enjoyed by perhaps as many as 20,000 persons nationwide, is not inexpensive. To build a diesel system will cost anywhere from $800 to $8,000, while the 1/8 scale steam engines can cost $5,000 to $15,000 and take as long as 5 years to build. Ike Seamans, Channel 4 News, Homestead.